chair for you somewhere. Where's her seat? It's got her name on it. Mary Ellen, right there. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Young. I am the retiring president of Sheridan College, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this 70th commencement ceremony at Sheridan College. In a moment, we're going to have the colors presented, but I know there are folks still trying to get in here, and I don't know if our staff, if there are seats that we're not using for graduates, they're available for folks to sit in. So I'm looking for Christina or Laura. Christina, what do you think, Christina? Can we have people fill in some seats, or do we? Okay, so why don't you go direct traffic? She loves me, don't worry. Because I do want to make sure we're going to have to build a bigger place. You're going to have to build a bigger place. Okay, so as we'll get our, and we're a couple minutes early, so we'll wait till people can find their spots. I hear there's 3 up here. There's 2 over there. It's great that you all came out to see our graduates. Thank you. So I think we still have some seats down on the floor if folks are looking for them over on this side. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we're standing, gentlemen, please remove your covers while the flags of our nation and our great state are presented and we sing the national anthem. Color Guard, march on the colors. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. The rocket's red glare on bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Our color guard today consisted of student veterans of Sheridan College, and I'd like to ask you to join me in giving them a round of applause, please. We appreciate very much all of our veterans who are students here at Sheridan College. Please be seated. I'm next going to introduce our guests on the stage, and I'm going to ask you to hold your applause until I get them all standing up, and then we'll just do one round of applause for everyone. And so, folks, as I mention your name, if you would just stand up and remain standing. First of all, Elaine Goodwich Primo, faculty member and Grand Marshal. The chair of our Board of Trustees, Norleen Healy. Today's commencement speaker, Susan Thomas. Our distinguished alumni, Bill Sutley. Our two honorary degree recipients, Mary Ellen McWilliams and Nancy Schiffer, receiving for John Schiffer. Dr. Estella Castillo Garrison, Vice President for Academic Affairs. And we also have present from our Board of Trustees, Walt Rogge, Robert Leibrick, Bruce Hoffman, and Deb Wentland. Also with us is Jack Tarter, Chair of the Johnson County Advisory Board, and we're very pleased to have with us a member of the Wyoming Community College Commission from Powell, Commissioner Kay Dooley. Did I get everybody? You did. There's nobody left there. A round of applause for our stage party, please. Embedded in today's ceremony are traditions that go all the way back to the founding of the first colleges and universities, which were ordered to be established by the Emperor Charlemagne in the 9th century. The sound of bells pealing from our carillon, our academic dress, caps and gowns are just a couple of examples. In Anglo-Saxon colleges, the use of ceremonial pipes and drums became customary very soon after the establishment of those schools. I don't think even Brian Boru himself had piping equal to what we receive from Celtic, Colorado, who has been here every year that I've been president to celebrate commencement with us. I want to say thank you so much for making this trip. It's a tremendous honor to have you with us. So, next, a very pleasant surprise to me today is that we have the Sheridan College Trombone Choir with a number of our students who I'll introduce to you, and they did our national anthem, and I think that was just extraordinary. We're going to hear from them again in a little intermission, but how about a round of applause for these tremendous Sheridan musicians? So the group consists of Taylor Bowie, Vincent Kossel, Aaron Schatzenbach, Dr. Ariel Downing, Jeff Bowie, Danis Hosners, and Sheridan High School students Kaylee Paget and Eli Dugal, and also Rand Cummings. They did a beautiful job. They're led by our maestro, Dr. Eric Richards. Another round of applause for these great folks. And now I'd like to introduce you to the chair of our Board of Trustees and a former vice president at the college and a former humanities division head and instructor, Norleen Healy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, special guests, faculty, staff, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2019. It is with great honor that I and the other members of the board are here today to see each one of you walk across the stage and be recognized for your educational achievements. Congratulations to you all, and best wishes for further educational and career success. I also want to acknowledge and thank the many friends and family members who have encouraged and supported these graduates in achieving their educational goals. Thank you for being here today as we celebrate these students' success. And congratulations again, graduates, and best wishes to each of you.
Each year, I have the honor of giving a President's Award to a graduating sophomore earning an associate's degree. The student must have a high GPA, be an active participant and leader in college-sanctioned organizations and activities, and be actively involved in our community. Now, normally I would read all the stuff that this individual has done, and people would start to think, who is it? Who could it be? If the minute I start saying some of this, you're going to know who it is. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to have our student come forward, and then I'm going to read about her, and I'm going to make her give a little speech. Madison Anderson, would you please come up here? So this year's recipient, Madison, came to Sheridan College from the small town of Ten Sleep, Wyoming. Her accomplishments literally have been acknowledged nationwide. As a freshman, she served as a Wyoming State FFA officer and won the National Professional Agricultural Student Sales Contest in Louisville, Kentucky. You can come closer over here and look at those people, yes. In her sophomore year, she served, I got to work with her in this role as Sheridan College Student Body President, allowing her multiple opportunities to represent Sheridan College, including traveling to Washington, D.C. with a district-wide delegation to meet with the Wyoming congressional delegation to talk about issues facing community college students. She won the Wyoming State Farm Bureau discussion meet earlier, earning her a trip to Madison, Wisconsin for the national competition. She placed second in the National Professional Ag Students Extemporaneous Speaking Contest in Loveland, Colorado. She's been an intern at the Wyoming State FFA Conference. She secured an internship with Senator Barrasso for this summer. I think she did that on the basis of her testimony in Washington back in February. She works on campus as a tour guide and at the front desk greeting students and visitors to Sheridan College. She's earned a 4.0 GPA and will be attending the University of Wyoming to major in agriculture in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Madison Anderson. This is Matt. Look what we got for you. Yeah, you have to unwrap that. No. Would you like to? I'll let you have the podium.
Well, gosh. I guess I don't really know what to say. This has really been a fantastic 2 years for me. I really didn't know what I was going to get into when I decided to come to Sheridan College, and I think that it's easy to say that it's been one of the best experiences of my life. I have met incredible people, I have had incredible opportunities, and that's all thanks to the faculty, to the staff, to my teachers, to the people who made Sheridan College really feel like it was home for me. I know I'm leaving here with lifelong friends. I know I'm leaving here absolutely prepared for my next step in my education, and that's all thanks to everyone that's here today. I'm so excited and so sad to leave Sheridan, but I know that it's going to be a great experience, whatever happens next. So thank you very much.
Can you want to wait just a minute? Yeah. Okay. Whoops. I've got it here somewhere. I really could do it without it, but I feel like I should do it right. But I guess I'll have to do it without it.
Want me to help you?
I don't think it's there.
I saw it.
Oh.
I almost took it out. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I wanted to say is that today is certainly about our graduates, and that's it. Graduates like Madison. And Dr. Young would be the first person to agree that this day is to celebrate our graduates. However, I can't let this day go by without acknowledging that this is our last graduation with Dr. Young up here with us. Dr. Young has accomplished many things to make us proud of this institution. I think if you just look around the campus, you can see that, as well as what we see down here below us on the stage. I think his accomplishments, though, on this day can be best summed up by sharing with you that during his time as president, the numbers of graduates in this district has increased 153%. From 319 in 2008 to over 800 this weekend. So, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Young, we thank you for your commitment to this college and congratulate you on this achievement. And now I'm going to ask Madison to come back to the podium, as the students also would like to share their thanks. Thank you.
A definition of a legacy in its simplest interpretation is gift. As we present this gift to Dr. Paul Young, a framed drawing of a chickadee by a fellow graduate, artist, and U.S. Army veteran Sandra Coleman, it is Dr. Young's support of so many programs, including the arts, that truly define his legacy to Sheridan College. He has long been a supporter of student success, whether it be in support of veteran students, non-traditional working students, and programs from athletics to the arts. We are pleased to present this award-winning drawing with gratitude for your legacy, your many gifts to all of us, Dr. Young. We hope that when you look at it, this chickadee will remind you of the students whose lives you impacted so greatly, which we wish you well on your retirement. Thank you. So if you want to come up here.
You have to be smart enough to give little hints about what you'd like for gifts, graduates. So when you are out with Mom and Dad, remember tomorrow's Mother's Day, but today's your day. I saw this, I can't remember what it was, we were doing a Christmas card, I think I saw this, and the chickadee is a state bird of Maine where I'm from and where I'm gonna go back to, and I said, oh, that's nice. I really like that. And so here it is. Good job. Thank you very much. It's next my honor to introduce to you our distinguished alumnus for 2019. And this year we are recognizing Bill Sutley. Bill was born in Sheridan, and his family has deep roots in the area. Although they moved away when he was 7, he returned to attend Sheridan College as a non-traditional student. While working as a student tutor, he discovered he had a unique talent for mentoring others. And after he graduated from Sheridan College in 1996, Bill transferred to the University of Wyoming, where he earned his bachelor's degree in engineering. He worked as a successful electrical engineer in Spokane for a number of years before he decided to devote his life to serving others. Today, Bill serves as executive director of the Ranch for Kids, a nonprofit residential center that offers compassionate, effective treatment to adopted children struggling with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, reactive attachment disorder, and other forms of trauma. Enormously successful, the Ranch for Kids has been featured in several national publications and media, including the New York Times, Time Magazine, the Chicago Tribune, ABC, CBS, and CNN. Bill has become a recognized authority on therapeutic processes. He presents at national and international seminars each year and participates in the Joint Council on International Children's Services. Throughout his life, Bill Sutley has helped thousands of children and their families make strides toward healing. We are so very proud that he is an alum of Sheridan College, and I hope you will join me in welcoming and congratulating Bill Sutley as our 2019 Distinguished Alumni.
Thank you very much. It's truly an honor, and I'm grateful and humbled to receive this recognition. First, I'd like to recognize and congratulate today's honored graduates on their achievements at this great milestone in their lives. Utah Senator Orrin Hatch once said, "There's a good reason they call these ceremonies commencement exercises. Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of a journey of success. No matter where you are in life, it's the first day of the rest of your life. I'm sure we've all heard that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Dr. Young has asked me to share something that's important to me, and I'm challenged by this because I want to share so much with you. If I could share only one idea from my experience, it is this: we all need mentors on our success journeys. My favorite definition of success, however, I'd like to share with you comes from John Maxwell. John Maxwell has written more on the subject of leadership than any other person. He's a living inspiration and a world changer, and he says this: success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, sowing seeds that benefit others. You can see that this definition of success presents a journey. Rather than knowing, growing, and sowing, I prefer the 3 Ds: discover, develop, donate. Discover your purpose, develop your potential, donate the potential to the world. Show me your mentor, and I'll show you your future. If you don't have one, you don't have one. You're living it now. Find people who have achieved more than you, who are further along the path than you. Mentors will help you on your journey. They will help you on your discovery journey, and they will help you develop. Then it will become your privilege to donate. You all have incredible potential that can benefit the world, but it may possibly go untapped, unrecognized, unrealized, unless you find mentors who can guide you on your success journey. Find mentors who can help you discover your purpose, develop your potential, donate that potential to the world. Again, congratulations as you commence the next journey. And remember, comedian Lily Tomlin observed, the road to success is always under construction. Thank you very much.
We're recognizing 2 outstanding individuals today with honorary degrees. And the first of these is Mary Ellen McWilliams. And Mary Ellen, I'm going to ask you to please come forward for this conferral and sneak in between us here. President Harry S. Truman said, "There is nothing new in the world except the history you do not know." Mary Ellen, you have made it your purpose to see that the history of our region is fairly and accurately told, particularly as it pertains to the relations between complex American Indian cultures and frontier settlers. You were born August 30th, 1932 in Miles City, Montana, and grew up in Colstrip, Montana. You attended 3 years at the University of Montana, Missoula, studying journalism, but marriage to your first husband and a growing family prevented you from finishing your degree. When that marriage ended, you moved with your 2 sons to Sheridan, Wyoming, and took a job at the Sheridan Press. And after a brief period with a paper in Grand Junction, Colorado, you returned to Sheridan and to your favorite job, working 20 years for publisher Milton Chilcott as one of the first female advertising managers in the nation. You met and married dairy farmer John McWilliams and successfully blended your 2 families. You and John made giving back to your community a priority. Your passion for historic preservation led you to become a founding member of the Fort Phil Kearny Bozeman Trail Association in 1985. You tirelessly worked with state, federal, and local agencies and organizations to grow the Fort Phil Kearny National Historic Landmark from 3 acres to over 1,200 acres. You are quick to credit the late Senator John Schiffer as being most responsible for the final and most significant land purchase. You made a strong effort to accommodate Indian history, culture, and interpretation in this work. Fort Phil Kearny Site Superintendent Misty Stoll says that you are a masterful organizer, capable of bringing people together without losing the nuances of what makes a place a dynamic cultural treasure. Mary Ellen, even though you didn't receive your undergraduate degree, you have made learning your lifetime avocation with consummate research and relationship building for the greater good of your community. Therefore, it is my great honor on this 11th day of May 2019, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Northern Wyoming Community College District, to hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate of Arts in History, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges and responsibilities thereunto attached. Now, you actually get a diploma and a citation and some flowers, but maybe you want to...
Can I say a few words?
Yes.
Just a few.
All right.
I just want to say a few words. One is that this college has been so valuable to my life and so special. I've had the opportunity to take many courses out here from teachers as good as any I've ever had anywhere. And I'm very proud that my son, who is here today and didn't get an education at the usual time, spent 11 years driving afterward to get his associate degree with honors. And so it has been a wonderful thing for our family. And my husband, who has served on the board for many years and was president, loved this college. He would be pleased. And the other thing I want to say is I can't tell you how proud I am to be on the same stage that is honoring John Schiffer. John Schiffer is responsible. He is responsible for acquiring over 1,000 acres of land to protect that National Historic Landmark at Fort Phil Kearny. And thank you so much, Dr. Young and the board. And what a wonderful group of people here. I hope all goes well with you all. Thank you.
Congratulations. Our second honorary degree today is going to be awarded posthumously to the late Wyoming Senator John C. Schiffer. And I would like to have his wife Nancy please join me at the podium while I read the citation. Thank you. John Schiffer was an amazing leader. Humble and forthright, he led as a rancher and a businessman. He served in Vietnam. He led as a school board trustee and as an advocate for environmental quality. He led his family and he led his fellow legislators. John Schiffer always approached his legislative duties asking, what is best for Wyoming residents? For Sheridan and Johnson County students, he played a significant role in convincing Whitney Benefits to allow Johnson County students to apply for Whitney loans. He was steadfast in his support of Sheridan College and greatly assisted in securing state funding for our new academic center in the front of the campus. The peculiar bent of their own genius, an apt phrase to describe the mission of the new John C. Schiffer Collegiate High School that will open on the Sheridan College campus. A planner of the project, Michelle Sullivan, noted, as a leader for Wyoming, John worked tirelessly in support of education and for the well-being of young people. It was only fitting that we name the new collaborative high school for him. His beloved wife, Nancy, says John would have been delighted to have his name on this school. Surprisingly, he had initially balked when he was asked in 1992 to fill a vacant Senate seat, but he went door to door in the district he would come to serve for 22 years and decided to give it a try. In his understated, unassuming way, he determined that he had a knack for it. He had discovered the particular bent of his own genius. Therefore, on this 11th day of May 2019, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Northern Wyoming Community College District, I do hereby confer upon John Schiffer the degree of Associate of Arts in Political Science, honoris causa, posthumously. Please join me in congratulating his wife, Mrs. Nancy Schiffer, who's here to accept the award. We got a diploma and a citation and some flowers. Congratulations.
Okay. John would be very pleased with this, and he would be even more pleased with all of you graduates who had the wisdom to choose Sheridan College. You had the work ethic to keep going until you could reach graduation, and here you are. Go forth, have a great life, and live it with kindness, with courage, and with honor. Best of luck.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, I'll give you these. I'll both put on the floor if you like. So those of you that might be wondering, the Schiffer School is the new replacement school for Fort McKenzie. It will be built on this campus starting this summer and open in the fall of 2020, just south of the campus in front of the Watt Center. And it's going to be a very, very impressive school for those students. So next, I'm honored to introduce to you, and we've just got amazing people here for us today, and there's a lesson for all of you graduates as you go forward from each of the folks we're introducing you to. And I want to now introduce our commencement speaker, Susan Roberts Thomas. Susan Thomas is a native of Wyoming. She grew up on a remote ranch in the foothills of the southern end of the Bighorn Mountains. Her closest neighbors included other notable dignitaries, such as the late Senator John Schiffer and Governor Mark Gordon. There must be something in the air in that part of the state that inspires great leadership. I hate to admit this, but Susan attended Casper College and earned her Bachelor's of Art degree in Education from the University of Northern Colorado and a Master's of Education in Curriculum and Instruction from the University of Wyoming. She taught at both the elementary and high school levels in Casper before relocating to Washington, D.C., when her husband, the late Craig Thomas, was elected first to fill a vacancy in the U.S. House of Representatives in 1989, was reelected to that seat in 1990 and 1992, and then elected to the U.S. Senate in 1994 and again in 2000 and 2004. Susan has never been one to flinch from a tough situation. For 18 years, she taught in Arlington, Virginia, in one of the most challenging school environments in the country. The student population was dominated by gang members. For her work with at-risk students, Susan was honored as Teacher of the Year for Washington Lee High School for the 2002-2003 school year and was named in Who's Who in American Education. Susan was one of the first educators in Wyoming to teach students with learning disabilities. She has testified before the President's Commission on Excellence in Special Education and has led workshops on the education of children with special needs. Throughout her husband's career in Washington representing Wyoming on the national political stage, Susan was a full partner. In 2008, Susan Thomas continued her work with at-risk and underserved students when she established the Craig and Susan Thomas Foundation, honoring her husband. The foundation provided extra assistance to young people, many of them students right on this campus, to learn a profession or trade, and awarded scholarships to at-risk students seeking post-secondary education at Wyoming colleges and trade schools. Susan took a personal interest in the recipients of the scholarships and mentored many of them, and many of those students are still in touch with her today. She's been a great asset to our state. She's a personal friend to this college, a personal friend to me, and I'm pleased to introduce to you this afternoon our commencement speaker, Susan Roberts Thomas.
Well, hello, Sheridan. It's great to be home. And I am delighted to join you all, Dr. Young, distinguished guests, and especially to the class, I think I'm losing my fashion, of 2019. It's your day, graduates. It's all about you. It's an honor to celebrate what you have accomplished. But also, it's the day to share this victory. Look at this auditorium with family and friends, those who believed in you even before you did, those who stood by you when you doubted yourselves, and those who loved you and nurtured you, who gently pushed you forward. It is their time to celebrate as well. Now, I'm no stranger to Sheridan and to this lovely community. I was born right here about 1,000 years ago. I grew up in Barnum, in the hole-in-the-wall country, on a sheep and cattle ranch, the D. Cross Cattle Company. We all went to a 2-room schoolhouse. Once a month, we got to go to Sheridan to eat at Brown Drugstore. We 5 little girls knew that must be heaven. That was as good as it gets. But we always had to order the vegetable plate. I'm over vegetables. Then we got to go to the movie. We got to go to the movie while our mother shopped, set up appointments for teeth, et cetera, and got 2 months full of groceries. Now, when I started, as Dr. Young said, the Craig and Susan Thomas Foundation, I spent many hours on this campus, never in this incredible building, however. And I mentored and supported our students as best I could. Now, today I want to do 3 things, all dealing with choices. First, I will tell you about a cowboy from Wapiti, Wyoming, a man who made many choices. My late husband, United States Senator Craig Thomas. Most of you probably weren't born. I haven't done the math, but just listen, you will know him. Second, because I have taught 36 years, 18 in Wyoming, and 18 years about 5 miles out of Washington, D.C., always students who have struggled in life and in school. I will share a brief story about one of my students at Washington Lee Public High School. And third, I will close with a story about choices. So here we go. I'm sharing just a little bit with you about Craig because he taught me a lot about success. He was a cowboy. What you saw was what you got. He believed strongly in this country and the principles on which it was founded. He chose to defend it by joining the Marine Corps right after graduating from the University of Wyoming. You know, he led by example, and he took personal responsibility. Craig quietly chose to be a part of something larger than himself. He was elected by Wyoming voters to go to Washington, D.C., and he chose to work hard for all of us. He served Wyoming and this country for 18 years, and it was a great honor, but not only for him, but also for me to be a part of that incredible experience. And I must say, it's changed some. Now, while he was on Capitol Hill, I was in the classroom in Arlington, Virginia, teaching 18 and 19-year-old students about Virginia and U.S. government. There was a little bit of Wyoming government naturally thrown in there. My students in this public high school were gang kids. They were tough, they were angry, and they were very violent. They were court-ordered to attend and pass all classes in order to graduate. It was their last chance before being sent to Richmond, Virginia, where they would be thrown in with prisoners of all kinds for a very long time. I want to say this clearly. Please hear me. None of these young men and women were born bad. They learned in their short lives. There were no families or nice homes for them, no available parenting, no guidance, no love in the landscape. They learned to be tough and hard with seemingly very hard outer shells, all in order to survive. And they learned those behaviors very well. Just a couple: carjacking, beating people up, stealing, lying. 2 of them were very profitable heads of drug organizations. And they had guns, lots of guns, and knives. In fact, one of them one day was walking next to me out of the classroom. He said, "Ms., you want a gun? I can get it during passing period." "What?" I said. No, I'm good. Thank you very much." You know, as the year went on, we all, as the 18 years with each student, we bonded. They wanted to protect me, protect my car. If I needed help in DC, they knew how to get it. So one day, this particularly angry young man was in the classroom, and I was talking specifically about freedom of speech. And I was mentioning how wonderful it was to all Americans when Eric immediately stood up, his chair flew over, and he said, "Ms., what do you know? You're white, you're a woman, and you're from Wyoming." You could have heard a pin drop. Nobody breathed. And I waited. Finally, I calmly said, "Eric, you know, you are right. I am white. I am a woman, and I am from Wyoming. But I'll tell you what, if you teach me about the hood, I will teach you about Capitol Hill." Whew. Those students never knew I belonged to anybody on Capitol Hill. It was just going to be a field trip at the end of the year. I loved that part. Well, you know, they learned you don't mess with a Barnum Ranch girl. Later in the school year, sadly, Eric did put a hit out on me. I was a tiny bit concerned, but I acted like nothing had happened, and I told the authorities. You know what? They acted like nothing had happened. That made me more concerned. Obviously, in those 18 years, I learned more about hatred, deep anger, loss, despair, and yes, a boatload of joy. I learned that inside each of us, there is hope, there's love, and there are choices. I cared for those tough students, and I chose not to give up on them. They were real people who had just been thrown out. Not all of them made graduation. Some were in prison, some had died in fights, and some had gone into hiding. But the many of these students I worked with learned that there were much better choices. There were ways to respond without anger and violence. That was huge for them. So I suggested to them, and I suggest to all of you now, I hope you choose to participate in society. Make choices that affect not only you, but your community, your state, and yes, your country. It's your turn to step up. We need you. We need your enthusiasm, your energy, your intellect, your passion, and your joy. Choose to be involved in something larger than yourselves. The world awaits your skills, your determination, and I know you all have all of these things running around in your bodies and your brains. The gifts you have within you. Believe in who you are. Believe in this country and make the choice to make it better. If not you, who? Finally, I will close with a short story about choices. Once upon a time, there was an old woman. This old woman was blind and wise. She was the daughter of slaves. She lived alone in a small house outside of town. Her reputation for wisdom was without question. One day, this woman was visited by some young people who seemed bent on showing her up for the fraud they believed she was. Their plan was quite simple. They catch a bird. One of them is going to hold it in his hand. And he is going to say, "Is this bird living or is it dead? Is it living or is it dead?" If she says it is living, he will crush it to death. So they enter her house and ask the one question they believe that a blind person could not answer. They stand before her. One of them says, "Old woman, I hold a bird in my hand. Tell me, is it living or is it dead?" But the old woman does not answer. "Is the bird I am holding living or is it dead?" Still, she does not answer, let alone see the visitors. She doesn't know their color, their gender, or their homeland. She only knows their motive. The old woman's silence is so long, the young people have trouble holding their laughter. Finally, she speaks. Using a very soft yet stern voice. "I don't know," she says. "I don't know whether the bird you are holding is living or if it is dead. But what I do know is that this bird is in your hands. The choice is yours." You know, my friends, each of us has the responsibility every day to choose to make this world a better place in which to live. And so it is with each of us. The choice is in our hands. Congratulations, class of 2019. I am very proud of you. God bless you, and God bless
Thank you very much, Susan. If you would come back up here for just a second, I've got a couple things for you to show our appreciation. Flowers for you also. Thank you. And we have a gift to show our appreciation and recognition of your ranching heritage near Barnum. We have a beautiful panoramic photo by local photographer Paul Przinski of the beautiful Red Wall country near your home.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cerny. Fantastic job. And one more time for the commencement ensemble. Dr. Young, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the candidates seated here today. Their journey to this point has come with an individual cost. Through persistence, hard work, and determination, each has completed this important milestone. Reaching this point in their journey would not have been possible without the support and guidance of family, friends, faculty, and college staff. Let's recognize those who have shared in this journey and are here to commemorate the accomplishments of our students. Family members and friends of our graduates, please stand so you may be recognized for your contributions towards today's celebration. I also want to recognize the family and support staff for their continuing commitment to student success. Faculty and staff, please stand so your contributions can be recognized. Candidates for Associate of Arts, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of Science, Associate Degree in Nursing, Associate of Applied Science, Certificates of Completion, and High School Equivalency Certificate, please stand. Dr. Young, these candidates have met all the requirements for their respective certificates or degrees. It is with a great pleasure and considerable honor that I recommend them to you.
Candidates, under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Northern Wyoming Community College District, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of Science, Associate Degree in Nursing, Associate of Applied Science, Certificate of Completion, and High School Equivalency Certificate with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to each of you. Graduates, please come forward.
High School Equivalency Certificate. Ethan Barnes. Okay. Honesty Shashow. Summer Egbert. Dustin Trujillo. Camille Turley. Kirsten Ertel. Christy McGee. Haley Telez. Britton Erickson. Shiana Marsh. Beverly Hatch. Nick Hopkins, Jr. Jasmine Osborne. Hope Porter. Certificates of completion. Michaela Pasetsky, massage therapy. Rhonda Wilkerson, massage therapy. Richard Stanley, electrical apprenticeship. Sheridan College's very own Cortland Roy, cyber security. Taylor Gully, diesel technology. Wyatt Farwell, Associate of Applied Science in Diesel Technology. Okay. Santiago Cisneros, Diesel Technology. Joshua Wilcox, Diesel Technology. Greg Sampson. What's your degree, dude? It's diesel. Diesel Technology. Audie Marsh, Diesel Technology, currently serving in the Wyoming Army National Guard. Tyler Thormasgard, Agriculture. Eric Peter, Construction Technology. Taylor Chapin, Construction Technology. Hayden Reed, Welding. Joseph Murnion, Welding. Patrick Ellis, Welding. Grant Charlson, Welding. Travis Luther, Welding. Jeremy Rodney, Welding. Tyser Wilson, Agriculture. Richard Stutz, Agriculture. Zane Tunby, Agriculture. Brian Pickerel, Agriculture. Max Schneider, Culinary Arts. Kenneth Pitt, Culinary Arts. Monica Granger, Early Childhood Education. Devin Bedka, Culinary Arts. Cherie Welch, Culinary Arts. Jennifer Trout, Culinary Arts. Jason Bunn, Culinary Arts. Edward Collins, Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management. Bailey Krings, Culinary Arts. Cheyenne Turman, Culinary Arts. Casey White, Business. Zachariah Vira, Cybersecurity, Computer Network Administration, and a Certificate IT Support Technician. Kendra Kearns, Dental Hygiene. McKenna Ellingson, Dental Hygiene and an Associate of Science in General Studies. Brecken Hawkinson, Dental Hygiene. Nadia Von Hale, Dental Hygiene, Associate of Science, General Studies. Darcy Baresh, Dental Hygiene. Abby Larson, Dental Hygiene, Associate of Science, General Studies. Sienna Mernyan, Dental Hygiene. McKenna Smeal, Dental Hygiene. Emily Herrera, Dental Hygiene. Taylor Thiessen, Dental Hygiene, Associate of Science, General Studies. Nicole Seckman, Dental Hygiene. Molly Kane, Dental Hygiene, Associate of Science, General Studies. Taylor Walhood, Dental Hygiene, Associate of Science, General Studies. Jamie Taylor, Dental Hygiene. Sydney Martian, Dental Hygiene. Emily Vrasper, Dental Hygiene. Brandy Peterson, Dental Hygiene. Shelby Point, Dental Hygiene. J.C. Day, Dental Hygiene. Christina Johnson, Dental Hygiene, Associate of Science, General Studies. Michelle Giffen, Dental Hygiene, Associate of Science, General Studies. Amy Luther, Dental Hygiene. Christina Renova Marquez, Dental Hygiene. Colby Hetzel, Agriculture. Keith Kinsinger, Machine Tool Technology. Chance Ames, Construction Technology. Candace Ayers, Machine Tool Technology, 5 years in the United States Army. John Mars, Machine Tool Technology. Kyle Journey, Machine Tool Technology. Nicole Perez, Cyber Security. Sarah Oakland, Engineering Technology. Corey Mitchell, Cyber Security. We're up to the Associates of Science degrees. Emily Cummings, Health Science. Michaela Nielsen, Health Science. Lisa Toth, Business. Vivian Davis, Business. Kiara Myron, did I get it? Health Science. Kylie Kaiser, Health Science. Stevie Wamhoff, Health Science. Shay Rodacor, Health Science. Taylor Robinson, Health Science, Certificate of Completion, Practical Nursing. Morgan Warren, General Studies, also graduating this year from Tongue River High School. Nisi Sunquist, Health Science. Amy Sluss, Health Science. Cheyenne Hunter, Biology. Holly McAdams, Biology. Corinne Verdine, Early Childhood Education. Benjamin Lecolot, General Studies. Tana Sellers, Elementary Education. Emily Snell, Elementary Education. Sarah Havman, elementary education. Lindsay Jones, elementary education. Yannette Tift, secondary education. Colin Barker, secondary education. Camille Prelli, biology and health science. Crystal Vandersnick, elementary education. Madison Anderson, ag business. Nancy Webb, range management. Kimberly Elmore, health science. Dory Schreier, athletic training. Hannah Adrians, health science. Hope Campbell, criminal justice. Sydney Fauber, health science. Bryn Bateman, health science. Kaylee Turlington, general studies. Alex Abel, criminal justice. Bailey Burley, general studies. Cherokee Winkler, general studies, certificate of completion in music technology. Stephen Mott, general studies. Tyler Ring, engineering and mathematics. Caleb Salzman, biology. Sarah Borovats, health science. Shari Childers Kosel, general studies. Jessica Lucas, general studies. Alicia Cosby, health science. Abigail Coral, agricultural business. Amanda Lindberg, business. Zachary Granger, business. Grant Ritterbush, business, served in the United States Marine Corps. Derek Phelps, business, and an Associate of Applied Science in Culinary Arts. Seth Frederick, general studies. Mackenzie Barnett, health science. Corey Smith, biology. Fabian Davila, general studies. Michaela Jensen, health science. Carly Sorensen, biology and health science. Hannah Lloyd, health science. Taya Ray, general studies. Madison Judge, health science. Jessica Bonefield, health science. Joshua Bagley, general studies. Cameron Reese, general studies. Cody Baumstark, engineering. Trace Murphy, exercise science. Adam Alida, general studies. Sasha Vuksanovich, general studies. Sean Sutherland, general studies. Lasse Gumaras, general studies. Aloma Solovi, general studies. Jordan Quigg, elementary education. Morgan Burry, Exercise Science. Hannah Osman, General Studies. Shania Hernandez, Exercise Science. Javari Christmas, General Studies. Joel Cooper, Secondary Education, a veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. Alan Mitchell, General Studies. Taylor Lippincott, Animal Science. Shelby Winkley, Range Management. Matthew Eisenhower, General Studies. Ryan Miller, General Science. McAllen Garneau, General Science. Emily Pond, Health Science. Clayne Standish, Biology. Stevie Angelis, Business. The Associate of Fine Arts, Theodora Chatterton, Music, and also a certificate in Music Technology, served in the U.S. Army. Ryan Schultes, Music. Sierra McCoy, Music. Kaya Niemeyer, Music. Harley Holt, Art. Grace Stanley, Music. The Associate of Art degrees, Kristen McGuire, History. Ebenezer Eberofor, Music, and a Certificate of Completion in Music Technology. Andrew Whites, Music Technology. Sarah Hiley, Art. Sarah Garrett, Art. Kendra Leo, Art. Abigail Huff, Art. The Associate Degrees in Nursing, Rachel Burton, Nursing. Cody McKenzie, Nursing, and an Associate of Science in Health Science. Rebecca Young, Nursing. Angel Vielauer, Nursing. Sarah Brownell, Nursing. Kendall Hepp, Nursing. Kendall Corson, Nursing. Jackson Craig, Nursing. Molly Spielman, Nursing. Kelsey Peabody, Nursing. Josh Keegan, Nursing, and an Associate of Science in Health Science. Lacey Slusser, Nursing. Tim Alholina, Nursing, also served 3 years overseas in the United States Navy. Erica Burgess, Nursing. Abigail Boyd, Nursing. All right, I think we're really to the Associate of Arts this time. All right, Adana C. Brahma, General Studies. Cheyenne Tompkins, Psychology. Tana Thomas, Psychology and Social Science. Lyndon Bear, Human Services, Psychology, and a Certificate of Completion in Addictions Practitioner. Kaylin Digon, Criminal Justice. Abigail Ressler, Criminal Justice. Shane Livingston, Psychology. Joshua Rogers, Psychology. Miranda Haler, Psychology. Aaron Cooper, Human Services. Cassandra Hoyer, Psychology. Victoria Waterhouse, Theater and Dance. Caden Masters, English. Samuel Martin, General Studies. Brad Wiles, General Studies, and a Certificate of Completion in Athletic Coaching. Grace Sandrini, General Studies. Tanner Conley, History. Luke Gluhosky, Criminal Justice. Zoe Saylor, Human Services. Brianna Beasley, Human Services and Health Science. Sonia Coleman, Human Services and Psychology. Megan Hartshorn, Human Services. Heidi Anderson, Human Services and Associate of Science, Health Science. Danielle Wenzel, General Studies. Christopher Evans, Human Services. Dion Addison, Business. Sheridan College's very own Marty Westergaard, Psychology.
You may not have noticed, but this year we have a number of high school students who are getting their associate's degree, their college degrees, before they complete high school. And this is an extraordinary accomplishment, and I'd like you to join me in congratulating these individuals, and I'm going to ask them to stand. Ellie Bard from Bighorn High School, Deanna Sadriva from Sheridan High School, and Morgan Warren from Tongue River High School, also Mark Woodall from Buffalo High School. I don't know that they're all here, but if you would stand so we can give you all a special round of applause. Imagine the work of doing high school and the first 2 years of college and getting that all done, and they're off to great things. We're very fortunate to have a strong working relationship with the University of Wyoming, and we are honored to have them here with us today to present their graduates. I'm going to ask Dr. Don Kiesel and Ms. Alicia Johnson if they would come forward to present the University of Wyoming graduates.
Real quickly, I just want to thank Dr. Young and everyone at Sheridan College for supporting students, University of Wyoming students, and all students. Today, we recognize 24 out of 55 graduates who earned their degree right here in Northeast Wyoming. Will the graduates please come forward?
The Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Bobby Creech. Bachelor of Arts in Social Science, Kelly Hahn. Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene, Abby Larson. Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene, Sienna Mirren. Yeah, 1 out of 2. Oh, Sydney Martian, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. McKenna Smeal, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Emily Herrera, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Emily Vraspier, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Shelby Point, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. J.C. Day, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Taylor Thiessen, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Nicole Seckman, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Molly Kane, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Taylor Walhood, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Brecken Hokinson, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. McKenna Ellingson, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Kendra Kearns, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Michelle Giffen, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Amy Luther, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Christina Renova Marquez, Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Sheridan College's very own Cody Ball, Master of Arts in Education, Higher Education Administration.
The dental hygiene students, just so you understand it, many of them complete their associate's degree, but they're also working on their baccalaureate degree from the university at the same time, and so that's why they go through twice. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for all these amazing graduates today? We're getting near the end, and before we conclude, I do want to thank all the folks who work so hard to make a ceremony like this possible. And that would include the ground and facilities crews at Sheridan College. They work so hard to make our campus look beautiful. I think they even made the rain go away. Maybe we'll see if we're as lucky on leaving as we were coming in. The media professionals who do the sound and the filming and the photography, all of the enrollment services staff, especially Laura and Christina and all the people who work with them to make sure that we have a really good, high quality commencement ceremony. So I want to say thank you to those folks. And I want to invite all of you to join us for a reception to honor the graduates in our Thornrider Campus Center, which is just to the west, and hope that you'll be able to come over there. We've got lots of food and refreshment for you, and all of us from the stage party will be there, and we'd love to have you join us. Before I give the charge to the graduates, as this is the last time that I will preside over commencement ceremony here at Sheridan College, I want to make just a short valedictory. Valedictory literally means farewell words. And primarily, I want to say thank you for allowing me to work and serve this institution for the last 14 years, the last 9 as president. When I was appointed president in 2010, you could sense a readiness on the part of the faculty and the staff here at Sheridan College to do new, bold things. I'm happy to take some of the credit for what we've done, but there really was a lot of pent-up energy ready to express itself, and that has created not just a beautiful new campus that we see every day, even the dome roof isn't leaking anymore. Just for 37 years, the dome roof, we'll see. So far, so good. But more importantly, the renewed energy and excellence throughout our programs and in our approaches to serving students. Today, Sheridan College is one of the top small colleges, not just in the Mountain West, but in the whole country. Anybody who has to work as a college or university president knows that you can't do anything unless you have the support of the board. I've said many times that the trustees of this college are the best and hardest working board in our state. I want to thank them again for hiring me back in 2005 and then trusting me again with the presidency in 2010. They have been steady partners all through these years. Also, the Sheridan College Foundation Board and the many other groups who have supported what we're doing here. I have to make special note of the many gifts made by Whitney Benefits and the assistance of the late Tom Kinnison, who was a partner to me in re-envisioning this college and our role in the community. Next, I want to thank the faculty and staff at the college. Where we are today would have been impossible without you. I'm pretty sure that every one of you students has had the opportunity to build a bond with one or more of your teachers. And I use the term teacher very broadly. Everyone who works here is a teacher. The advisors, the coaches, the frontline individuals who staff the offices, as well as our teaching faculty. I believe the experience of working with these people will shape and affect how you encounter the world going forward. Finally, I want to say thank you to the students, many of you from right here in Sheridan, others who've come from far away. In either case, you took a chance on us and entrusted an important part of your life to us. Thank you for that. When I was appointed president, I said that I didn't want to be the leader of an average place. Thank you to all of you for making this a truly exceptional college. I will always remember my time here in Sheridan as among the best years of my life. It has been the greatest honor and achievement of my life to work with you, and I will always remember you. I bid you farewell. Now, graduates, please remain standing for my charge to you. As was noted earlier, the ceremony this afternoon is called a commencement. It is not an ending, it is a beginning. At Sheridan College, we believe that you are ready to begin the next stage of your lives. While you are standing, please look around this auditorium and take one more chance to recognize someone who's helped you through this process. Today, we celebrate with you your achievement in this commencement ceremony, and now as you embark on the next stage of your journey, we charge you, the graduates of Sheridan College, to always remember the core values of our college district: integrity, respect, excellence, and learning. Seek to have the integrity to be honest in all that you do. Show respect for one another, for others in our community, our nation, and for all of humankind. Strive for excellence in life. Dream great dreams of tomorrow, but contribute concretely to solving the problems of today. Use and share your talents to build a better world. Continue your education and never stop learning. Finally, as you've learned from the examples we've seen today, remember that the highest calling is in service to others. Men and women of Sheridan College, we congratulate you and wish you every success as you embark upon the next stage of your life's journey. This concludes the 70th commencement of Sheridan College. Thank you all, and have a wonderful afternoon. started?